Hey Schultze, we're doing bold predictions for our next 3 episodes. Today is QBs and tight ends. And I have some pretty bad news. Just go ahead and start the intro.
Okay. Bold predictions are supposed to be fun.
I know. Thank you, everybody, for watching the Fantasy Forecast with Greinberg and Biggs. I am Biggs. He is Schultze. I do want to thank everybody for reaching out. Just the fact that we haven't had Mike and him going missing. It's been a weight on all of our shoulders, and so thank you all for your condolences and everything. It's just a really sad state of affairs, and we're gonna try and get through this. We're gonna do the bold predictions, quarterbacks. The next episode is going to be wide receivers, and then running backs after that. And just it's a dark time for everybody. So thank you. We made jokes, but sometimes bad.
It's how we cope.
I know.
Whoa!
Oh shit!
Whoa!
What?
Yeah, that's what happened, guys. You can't get rid of me. There is no way Greinberg is going down without a fight. All right, fellas?
I told you we needed an extra cinder block.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Fantasy Forecast with Greinberg and Biggs and Schultze.
You never listen to me.
Sports Advice Network. We're here to bring you our bold predictions for the season. This is kind of like our flag plants episode. This is our hot takes episode. We're coming at you with some craziness today. And I will go ahead and get it started. Mike's not dead. All right, my first bold prediction, and bold is a relative word. My first bold prediction is that Travis Kelce is tight end 1 again. So last year he dealt with a couple injuries, but you saw at the end of the season how he absolutely bounced back. He completely torched the Ravens in the NFC or AFC Championship game. One thing that we know about Travis Kelce is he is the target leader. The offense in Kansas City runs through him. What happens with the wide receivers doesn't really matter. And the more targets that go to wide receivers, the better that Travis Kelce actually does. So it kind of keeps defenses off him. They can't focus on him quite so much. And he had his best seasons when Tyreek Hill was around. So with Hollywood Brown and Xavier Worthy in the mix, it's just wheels up on Travis Kelce one more time. My next bold prediction, and this one is, it's a little bit, this one's bold. Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence will break 4,500 yards and 30 touchdowns. I just finished my Fantasy Pros rankings, and I have him as my quarterback 9. So Trevor Lawrence will sneak into the top 10, and maybe Schultze wants to talk about that.
I bet you thought I was going to come talk about Trevor Lawrence, but I got you. I'm going to talk about Travis Kelce. Aha. Got you both.
You sure did.
Whoa.
You never know what I'm do.
You got me again, Schultze. That was a knee slapper. I should go back to my deathbed over here.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, no, I am going to talk about Trevor Lawrence. I love Trevor Lawrence. He's healthy again. The addition of Brian Thomas, Gabe Davis, I've talked about it a bazillion times, but you're already seeing it. It's preseason. I know you got to take it with a grain of salt. However, Brian Thomas is taking tangible leaps every week. The last game against the Falcons, Doug Peterson said he really wanted to treat it like a game week and, preparation-wise and stuff, game planning-wise, all that. Wow, Grayson McCall threw a really bad pick. Sorry. Almost a pick 6. So there you go, Biggs. He's not ready for the league.
Yeah, 8th year senior.
Anywho, Brian Thomas looking great. So Doug wanted to put a real game plan out there, and we saw Trevor go under center a lot this week in the preseason, and only 2 drives, but a lot of under center play action stuff, and they destroyed the Falcons with it. Took advantage of the speed. Evan Ingram caught 2 touchdowns in the red zone. Yeah, dude, Trevor's to the moon. The same thing you talk about Tyreek unlocking Kelce is the same thing that's about to happen in Jacksonville with Ingram. And I love all the targets where they're getting drafted at. Fire this offense up big time for me. Not just because I love them.
And you didn't even bring up Tank Bigsby.
Tank Bigsby. Gotta love him.
All right. Thanks, Schultze. I wanted to bury you there a little bit because of the, me having to get out of the ground here. So I'm back now. I'm back. I'm ready to go. People have probably missed this mug in my voice, so I'm going to get at it here, and I'm going to talk about a guy. And nice hat, by the way, Biggs. It looks super good on you, man.
I love it.
Yeah, man, it's gorgeous. And you know what else is gorgeous is a player that you're probably pretty fond of because he bleeds your colors.
Oh, yeah?
Black and silver, baby. I'm talking about Brock Bowers. And I'm thinking, I got a really big, bold prediction here for you folks. And I'm going to say that he's going to be a top 5 tight end in 2024. And the Raiders, yeah, man. Because the Raiders made such a big statement at the draft by drafting Bowers in the first round, this move shows they see him as a key player in their offense alongside star wide receiver Devontae Adams. Given Bowers' immense talent, it's no surprise he's primed to break into the top 5 by this season. And unlike some rookies who could get eased into the lineup, Bowers is hitting the ground running. Raiders coach AP has been clear. Bowers just isn't any tight end. He's a game changer who can be used all over the field. His immediate involvement and Pierce's praise suggests Bowers will quickly become a top target for the Raiders. In fantasy football, Bowers is already making waves despite some concerns like the Raiders' iffy quarterback situation. Bowers' ability to make plays and adapt to different roles makes him a strong candidate as a top 5 tight end finish. He's set to be one of the most exciting rookies this year, and his versatility and big play potential are hard to ignore. Now, I'm going to talk about another rookie entering the NFL, and we're going to switch gears here to a quarterback, and I'm predicting that Jayden Daniels finishes 2024 as a top 8 quarterback. He is a prime candidate because he is such a dual threat. In college, I've talked about this in depth already, many shows. He showcased his impressive dual threat skills, 3,800 yards passing, 1,200 yards rushing, 50 total touchdowns. It catapulted him above Drake May in the draft process, which people weren't talking about that headed into the 2023 season. Historical trends over the last decade, dual threats quarterbacks with over 1,000 yards rushing in college, who start 16 plus NFL games in their first 2 seasons, average 20 points a game, and that would achieve a QB1 status in 64% of the time. His fantasy potential, he's projected as a low-end quarterback 1 with extensive upside. I'm all over Jayden Daniels, and you should be too. I'm making a bold statement here as I predict him finishing as a top 8 quarterback in 2024.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I love Jayden Daniels. Talked about him on the show before, and he's got huge upside. I may have also mentioned on the show before that I made pizza that Brock Bowers ate. He ate my pizza, and so I love him. But if people want to take advantage of our advice, or maybe even talk to us, like chat with us, ask us questions, respond to our polls, where would they do that?
Schultze?
We are here. FantasySportsAdvice.com, offering the best fantasy sports social media platform. Why join endless Discord communities or the trolls of Reddit? Fantasy Sports Advice is a community designed to help you win with 24/7 support. Go to FantasySportsAdvice.com and become a pro member for unlimited access. Again, go to FantasySportsAdvice.com today.
I mean, Mike, one of my deepest regrets in life is that I'd never learned American Sign Language. I do know how to say thank you. So I don't know what you were trying to signal there, but I missed it. I love you too, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
I just missed you, man, and I missed being behind the scenes with you. Like, that's 2 weeks in a row we were, apart, and
I've been right here.
so what I.
All right. So my spotlight that's shining is shining down on a young man who he grew up in the shadow of the NFL, and he went to college at Fresno State in California. I want to say shout out NorCal, but it's more Central California, and I'm actually going to be there next week, which is scary. Anyway, it's Derek Carr, New Orleans Saints quarterback, and my bold prediction for 2024 is that Derek Carr finishes as a top 10 quarterback. What? All right, here's the deal. The New Orleans Saints have Chris Olave. They have Rashid Shaheed ready to break out. Juwan Johnson is a very, very athletic tight end who has made the transition from wide receiver. They've got A.T. Perry. They've got Alvin Kamara, who is the premier pass-catching running back in all of the NFL. And to tie all that together and to scheme that up and really, really make life hell for opposing defenses, Clint Kubiak has come over from the San Francisco 49ers with the Kyle Shanahan system. He brought over some fullbacks. He got another blocking tight end. He is going to unlock the potential of Chris Olave. Alvin Kamara, we know him. He's a known entity. And Derek Carr has always been kind of like on the brink of that potential as a guy who could break through. And he's at a point in his life where we've seen some quarterbacks in their kind of veteran years actually make the leap. And this is going to be the year that Derek Carr does it. That's my bold prediction spotlight for this episode.
Wow, man, that is bold, and I like it, man. I mean, you hit those points well, and yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Chris Olave this year. I think he's going to explode, and I think he could hit a top 12 finish for sure. So yeah, that'll definitely equal a big year for Derek Carr and Alvin Kamara as well, I'm thinking. So yeah, I love it, Biggs. I'm going to get into mine that, yeah, it's bold, but I think it could happen, and I just want to be on my Kansas City Chiefs train this year. So I'm going to do a bold prediction here, and I'm going to say that Patrick Mahomes will throw for 5,200 yards, 55 touchdowns, and finishing as the QB1 overall in 2024. That's a huge number, and this is why he finished last year as the QB8 in 2024. He is primed for a significant turnaround. Last year's struggles were largely due to a combination of subpar receivers and a general dip in scoring in general. Even with these obstacles, Mahomes demonstrated his elite skills by achieving his highest completion percentage of his career and rushing a personal best 400 yards almost. So his remained talent, we know, is evident. The Chiefs made critical upgrades to their roster that will benefit Mahomes immensely. The addition of speedsters Marquise Brown and Xavier Worthy provides Mahomes with the most dynamic receiving core he's ever had. These new weapons will address the issues from last season, such as drop passes and defensive schemes tailored to contain him. With these enhancements, Mahomes is set to reclaim his top-tier status, exceeding his previous career low of 27 touchdowns. I'm predicting he's going to double that this year. The impact of this revamped roster could be understated. Mahomes has now access to playmakers who can stretch the field and create opportunities for big plays. The improved offensive lineup is expected to elevate Mahomes' efficiency and productivity, leading to a substantial increase in both yardage and touchdown totals. His proven track record and ability to perform at elite level reinforces my take on him being the top candidate to dominate 2024 and be the quarterback one. It's bold.
That is bold.
That is super bold, but that's what we're here doing. We're not saying, folks, that these things are absolutely going to come true. These are bold predictions because, there's actually an avenue for it to happen. The likelihood of these happening are probably pretty low, but yeah, let's go.
I must have misread the assignment.
with
I thought
retirement.
these were things that were absolute stone cold lock.
The
But,
lock of the week.
you know, whatever. Maybe I'm the dumb one. All right, thank you guys for watching the fantasy forecast with Greinberg and Biggs and Schultze. We will be back with another episode and more intel for your braino. We're gonna do wide receivers next. We got bold predictions that are going to be coming at you. So make sure that you like and subscribe and hit the bell so that you get notified when that episode drops. And go over to Fantasy Sports Advice Network and come chat with us. Jump on our polls and follow us on Twitter. I'm at Big Boned at FFB. He's at FF Connect. He's at FF Connect 99. Schultz is at SCHU1TZY. We love to interact with you guys, and maybe if we get enough of you, we can start doing some Q&A episodes. Also, that's all I got. You're
Awesome.
welcome.
We hope you win.